Well, hurting. Lupus flared up like a motherfucker. So just laying here, smoking a little bit, trying to not be in pain. So I figured let's just do a little smoke together and story time. If you don't partake in the greenery, well then, it's just story time. So, in high school, I know that I've mentioned before, of my incubator and sperm donor, fundamentalist, white supremacist pieces of shit. Yeah, they, in high school, the incubator beat the fuck out of me one day for some stupid religious bullshit. And I went to school the following day, bruised from like the middle of my back down to my knees, and couldn't sit in the chair in class. So the teacher asking me why I wasn't sitting down, and I wasn't telling the teacher why, sent me to the principal's office. So there was a new counselor there at the time. Didn't know my family, didn't know who they were in town or any of that. Called the Child Protective Services in the area, and the person that worked there, of course, knew my family and went straight to the incubator, told her what happened, told her that I turned her in, and that the new school counselor was calling about it. So they, I'm pretty sure, come up with a plan, and the incubator came up with it was self-defense, even though there were no marks on her and I was covered in bruises. And in 9th grade, the police show up to my school and arrest me for my incubator beating the fuck out of me. So I got arrested for getting beat. Went to jail and stayed there until the sperm donor came and begged me to just come back home, because I was refusing at that point. I told him, just take me to juvenile hall. I'd rather go to juvenile hall than back there anyway. So whatever you the fuck you got to do, you want to think I beat her up, whatever, take me to juvenile hall. The incubator beat the fuck out of me all the time. The sperm donor did not, but he never stopped it either. But at this point, in my fucked up brain of trauma, I thought he loved me because he wasn't beating me. So he came, crying, begging me to come home. So I did, and was left there, alone, with the person that just beat the fuck out of me, for him to go off on a hunting trip. So I spent that entire weekend thinking that I was going to die, for sure. Even more than I normally thought, on a daily basis, that I was going to die by her hands. So, anyhow, that's the little story time. I have a really hard time, even me telling it and being the one living through it just wiles myself, that a teenager goes to jail for their parent beating them. But that's how it works with rich people in small towns. Alright, you have to have the goddamn days you fucking deserve.